Hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you. Please let me know in the comment section whether my audio and video is clear or not. Good evening, Prisha, Natasha, Satyarth, Krishna, then job seekers, Bhakti. Very good evening to all of you. I hope audio, video, everything is clear. Let us start off with our class today. I welcome you to the Viewpoint 360 session that we do every Sunday at 9 p.m. Good evening, Sakshi. Good evening, all of you. Good evening. So, every Sunday at 9 p.m., we do this session. This is your descriptive answer writing session, जहाँ पे we try and understand how to write an answer, how to form the entire answer, right? Chalo. So the question that I gave you was from Union Budget 26-27, and the question that I gave you was from First Kartavya. I hope you guys have attended my budget and economic survey session, because it is the most important document, in fact, and it is very important for you to cover it from your exam point of view. All right, fine. All those who have to still share their answer with me, you guys can connect with me on Telegram, Mannat Educator. Just type Mannat Educator, you will have access to my Telegram account, all of you. Okay, Economics with Mannat is the name of the group. Okay, I have other channels as well, so you can just join this Telegram channel, and along with that, you can join a lot of other channels that I have made up. All right, and also if you want to download the YouTube class PDF, you can do it from the Olive Board app. Just go to the courses section, YouTube class PDFs folder, or those who do not have because on iOS it's not available, I will share with you on Telegram. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at the question I gave you last time. The Union Budget 26-27 mentions accelerating and sustaining economic growth as the first kartavya. So this is just introduction that what is in this first kartavya. List down 5 major interventions proposed to achieve this goal. A very direct question, right? Direct question. You should have just read the budget to be able to answer this particular question, right? So you could have what you had to do is you had to divide the answer into three parts: introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay, in the introduction part you could have given a brief about the budget, that it is mentioned in article 112 of the constitution. This was the first budget in Kartavya Bhavan. You could have written that. This is a Yuva driven budget. Yuva Shakti driven budget. है ना? Then you could have written about the three kartavyas, that it talks about the three kartavyas. And one of that you had to discuss here. Then you could have, in the body portion only, you could have talked about the first kartavya a little bit. That what is the major focus on the first kartavya in the body portion. Then you can talk about the 5 major interventions, like we did that biopharma Shakti and all. Now, if you remember, if you've done that with me, so you would know, you could write any 5. There were many things that you could have written. Choose any 5 out of that. At last, a conclusion to end on a positive note in a more solution oriented manner, right? In a way forward kind of manner, you should have written the conclusion. This is how you had to do the answer. है ना? I hope you guys are aware that when you do answer writing, you have to basically type it on the keyboard, and you will not be able to leave any space after any line. Right? You will not be able to leave a space. So you will have to use caps lock for headings, right? Because you can't even underline, you can't even do anything. One thing you have to note when you do your answer writing is that when you type a sentence and you want to move on to the next sentence, you do not have to use the space bar before putting an enter. So immediately when you end the word, you have to then press enter, only then you'll be able to move on to the next line. If after ending the answer you use the space bar and then try to enter, you will not be able to do that. These are some tricks I am telling you that most students forget to make sure, when they write the answer. Fine, right? And there are a few students who have this question ki ma'am, when we have to write around say 400 words for an answer, will there be counting done in the where will our words be counted over there? So yes, whenever the question is going to be displayed, and when you have the answer column over there, it is written 200 words written, 300 words written, 400 words written. And in your English kind of papers, the limit is like 170 words if in your Pressy writing. So They start from 170, how many words left, 160 words left, 130 words left, like that. So these are some things that you have to keep in mind. Okay. Now before I start with the model answer over here, I am going to first show you the answer. I'm going to show you the answer of the other students who have written, because you guys know that we do live evaluation of answers as well in the class, है ना? So please quickly let me know whether the screen is visible or not. Are the answers visible to everyone or not? I have first answer of Harsh Arya. Very good, Harsh. I am seeing that you are writing the answers very consistently. Every week I get your answer, and that's a great thing. Very good. Hanji. So is the screen visible? One of you just let me know. Satyarth is saying it's visible. Okay, Satyarth. So first question answer written by Harsh. Union budget presented by Finance Minister estimated the estimated nahi estimates the revenue and expenditure for the upcoming fiscal year. This budget highlights increased income tax threshold, 100% FDI and insurance, revamping schemes like PM Swinidhi for urban and gig workers by introducing three kartavyas. ठीक है, introduction Harsh. The introduction is fine, okay. Three kartavyas discussed in the. I hope you know, Harsh, that you will not be able to leave such spaces in the exam. So right now only make this habit of writing without these kind of spaces. Okay, fine. Then first, second, third, very good. This way you had to write down the three kartavyas. Very good. Intervention proposed to achieve first kartavya, scaling up manufacturing sector. इसमें biopharma, semicon, earth corridors, national fiber scheme. All of these we are going to do in detail when I discuss with you my answer, है ना? Because this is all static portion. You just had to write down 5 interventions. You had to just find out from the budget and write down a few interventions. So that's fine. Last, union budget highlights budget estimates, sustainability and resilience of the economy as the fiscal deficit estimated to be 4.3. Budget sees this year as a year of opportunities for growth, introducing three kartayas you've written here, but chalo theek hai, to make economy more. Now you've already written about these. Acha, you've written economic growth, champion MSC, sabka. Champion MSC is not the second kartavya. First of all, please make sure second kartavya is to scale up the capabilities of the people. So if you're writing about the three kartavyas, don't write champion MSCs over here, है ना? Is that clear? Is that clear, Harsh, if you are attending the class? है ना? Second kartavya is not champion MSCs. ठीक है? Answer is good. I think the introduction and conclusion part could have been improved a little. Take a look at the answer that I'm going to display over here for all of you. ठीक है, Harsh? Take a look at the answer that I'm going to have for you. You can write a similar introduction like that. Fine? Overall answer is good. Very good. Next, I have Satyarth. Satyarth, the most, punctual and the most consistent student. Very good, Satyarth, for again writing the answer here. Union budget presented in pursuance of Article 112 lays down three kartavyas, with first kartavya being accelerating and sustaining growth. Very good. You could have written a little about the second and third kartavyas also here. Okay, so all the three kartavyas you should have written it, Satyarth. It gives more understanding that you remember all of them and you have an idea about all of that. First, kartavya to be achieved by improving competitiveness, enhancing productivity, building resilience. Interventions to achieve this goal, ठीक है, delivering a strong infrastructure push, ठीक है, objectives to be achieved. हाँ, you will also not be able to give so many spaces in the exam, ठीक है सत्यार्थ, तो make sure you keep these in mind. अच्छा ये देखो, ये क्या हो गया, बहुत ज़्यादा ही spaces दे दिया आपने. But चलो, I'm sure ये बीच का. अच्छा, challenges. Now the extra part that Satyarth has written is the challenges part. Very good, Satyarth, for writing this challenges part. Great, you have written it. Good. वैसे तो you could have skipped upon this part because this is a very static question. When there is opinion based questions na, then it is a must write down the challenges. Very good, you have written it. It shows that you are very opinion oriented and you see the pros and cons of everything. So this is a very great addition that you have done, Satyarth. ठीक है? Lack of private investment, issue regarding MSME funding, issue with city economic region lies in lack of implementation. Good. Rejuvenation of legacy industrial has challenges. Country lacks requisite infrastructure. ठीक है, and way forward you have written. Very good. Very good, Satyarth. But here I want to make sure everyone, please understand this thing. When they've asked you, about the 5 major interventions proposed to achieve the goal. Now, this is a very direct question. It's like you just have to list down a few things. If you're writing challenges way forward, very good. That's a good addition that you are doing. But if you have not written, not a big problem, because this is not opinion oriented. If they would have asked you, said critically discuss or critically analyze, discuss, such kind of if questions, such kind of if statements are made or such kind of questions are put forth, in that case, it is important for you to write the challenges and way forward. So, are you understanding? So here, if you would have written the interventions only in detail, that would have been more than enough. This is for everyone. Please make this sure. ठीक है, so next time whenever there is a static kind of question, direct question, that you just have to tell, describe. These are known as descriptive kind of questions, where you just have to describe and not give your own this is not inference based answer. In those inference based questions you should be writing the details like challenges and way forward. Okay ji, fine. Next, we have Natasha's answer. Very good, Natasha. You have also written an answer over here. Very good. Union budget is also called Yuva Shakti driven budget. Very good. I was waiting for someone to write down this in the introduction part. Very good. Very good, Natasha. As it focuses on action over ambivalence, reform over rhetoric, popular over populism. ठीक है, popularity over populism. Very good. I was waiting for someone to write this, Natasha, and you have written a very good introduction. It is also the first budget prepared in very good. Again, what I was expecting. Divided into three kartavyas, signifying economic growth, building capacities of the people, overall development. Very good. First kartavya mentions accelerating sustaining growth as it focuses on sectors which provide manufacturing. Like, ठीक है. Very good introduction, Natasha. I want others also to see this. Harsh, Satyarth. This is how you have to write the introduction over here. Okay? Natasha has given a very good introduction. 5 major interventions, scaling up manufacturing. Okay. Then rejuvenating legacy industrial corridors, creating MSMEs and champion SMEs. Very good. Public expenditure. Good. Long term energy security. Way forward. Budget will boost private investment, not just public spending. With global integration, which strengthens supply chain, massive job creation. Digital innovation. Union budget shows shift from consumption led and government led expansion to investment driven and productivity led growth. Very good. Very good end also here, Natasha. Covers ultimate growth of countries' manufacturing and expanded globally. Budget estimates total expenditure 53.5 lakh crore. Defense sector first priority. Good. Good, Natasha. So today's best answer was Natasha's answer. Everybody has written a good answer, but Natasha has given the best answer today. है ना Satyarth? हाँ, Satyarth is also saying very nice answer. Satyarth is also a pro in answer writing, and if he is saying that answer is very good, then answer is actually very good. है ना? So Natasha, very good. I hope my screen is again visible, everyone. Just to confirm once. I hope my PPT is visible here. Okay. Chalo. Now let's take a look at my answer that I have for you. The introduction part here. The Union Budget 26-27 presented under Article 112 of the Constitution, which I think most of you have written. That's good. Lays out government's annual financial strategy and development priorities. First budget prepared in newly inaugurated Kartavya Bhavan, just like Natasha has written. Framed as Yuva Shakti driven budget, Natasha has mentioned this. Very good. Okay, good evening, Sarthak. Then it aligns with vision of Viksit Bharat, emphasizes principles of action over ambivalence, reform over rhetoric, people over populism. तो यहाँ पे आपने popular लिखा था. Natasha, please correct this. People over populism. ठीक है, ऐसा action over ambivalence means कि सिर्फ बोल नहीं रहे हैं, but we are taking action. Implementation पे ज़्यादा focus है. Reform over rhetoric कि सिर्फ बोलना नहीं है, बोलते बोलते नहीं कुछ करना. We have to actually bring in reforms and implement them. पीपल ओवर पॉपुलिज्म, सिर्फ लुभाने के लिए लोगों को नहीं, बल्कि हमें एक लोगों के लिए काम करना है. कस्टमर ओरिएंटेड, ठीक है, कंज्यूमर्स ओरिएंटेड, पीपल ओरिएंटेड बजट. इट इज गाइडेड बाय थ्री कर्तव्यस aimed at accelerating economic growth, building people's capacities, and ensuring inclusive development. This is how you have to introduce the answer, and Natasha's introduction was similar to this introduction that I have written. है ना? ठीक है जी. So three kartavyas you could have mentioned one by one. First, second, third kartavya. First kartavya to accelerate economic growth, right? Building resilience, fulfilling aspirations of the people, which is focusing on capacity building. Because right now there is a lot, the people in India are either semi-skilled or unskilled labor. So it is very important for us to focus on their capacity building. Then Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas, we have to focus on the last mile. We have to focus on inclusive kind of growth. ठीक है? Fine. Then you can start off with your answer that then because the question asks about first kartavya, so you can give a little intro again about first kartavya, that it focuses on accelerating sustaining growth, economic growth through investment led development. हायर कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, इन्वेस्टमेंट लेड डेवलपमेंट मतलब जो हमारी डेवलपमेंट हो रही है इन्वेस्टमेंट से ज्यादा हो, इन्वेस्टमेंट हम ज्यादा करें. हायर कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर इज नोन एज प्रोडक्टिव एक्सपेंडिचर. Structural reforms which bring a change in the structure of the economy. Productivity enhancement. Right? Fine. Then you have to write down the major interventions. So first, I have written many over here. You guys can choose any 5 out of these. If they're asking 5, you can write any 5 out of these. So first is scaling manufacturing and frontier sectors. Guys, we have done all of this in detail in the budget video. So if you have still not attended the budget video, please do it. For those who are part of the olive board batch, we have also done it in detail in your classroom also. I hope you've attended it. Okay? So first is scaling manufacturing and frontier sectors. Fine, the emphasis is on expanding manufacturing capacity. So what we have to do is, our manufacturing sector is weak, है ना? Out of the 3 sectors, primary, secondary, tertiary, our secondary sector, the manufacturing sector or the industrial sector is weak. So this budget focuses on increasing manufacturing capacity by focusing on 7 strategic and frontier sectors. And we have India Semicon mission, semicon chips are very important to this. We have the second part of it, expansion of electronics component manufacturing scheme, that we are going to manufacture the components on our own, indigenous manufacturing, domestic production, indigenous manufacturing, है ना? It's okay, Bhakti, no problem. It's okay, you can share with me on Telegram. I will check it out. ठीक है, Bhakti, no problem. I know you have always been regular. No problem. Establishment of dedicated rare earth corridors. अभी तक rare earth की dominance किस में है? Rare earth की dominance अभी फिलहाल चाइना के पास है. We are also wanting to build that. अच्छा, critical minerals से related हमने एक और भी अभी फिलहाल साइन किया है, a US led initiative. A US led initiative. Who's going to tell me? I had shared that write up on my Telegram channel also. हाँ, okay, Natasha. हाँ जी, US led initiative. I had recently told you also, this is related to critical minerals. We have signed a deal and that is more of reducing Chinese dominance also. Who's going to tell me? अभी news में था, I had shared with you also. And these measures aim to enhance self-resilience, improve export competitiveness, integrate India into global value chains. Very good, Satyarth. Pax Silica, है ना? We have signed Pax Silica. What it is, tomorrow I'm going to explain it to you in the live mint analysis. 8 a.m. live mint analysis. We'll explain that over there. What is Pax Silica? Okay, we have signed it. US led initiative. So in the first part, in this first scaling manufacturing, you can write anything out of this. Biopharma Shakti, Semicon mission, rare earth metals, three dedicated chemical parks, है ना, affordable sports goods, scheme to revive 200 legacy industrial corridors, strengthening domestic manufacturing, electronic components manufacturing scheme, integrated program for textiles, container manufacturing, high tech tool rooms. ये सब we have discussed in detail in the budget video. Please go and try and understand that. Fine. Then you can talk about infrastructure led growth, that our focus is on public capital expenditure, and we have increased it to 12.2 lakh crore. This is the budget for next year. Dedicated freight corridors, national waterways, cargo promotion schemes, environmentally sustainable transport systems, and logistics efficiency. So yes, you can write in the infrastructure push here. Right? Right? Then promotion of MSMEs and champion small medium enterprises. Okay, we have this SME growth fund of 10,000 crore. This is the dedicated fund. Our focus is on self-reliant India fund. Professional training initiatives are going to be introduced so that we can improve enterprise capabilities. Right? Then rejuvenating legacy industrial corridors. What are legacy industrial corridors? जो बहुत समय से चले आ रहे हैं, बहुत पुराने हैं. तो उसको we are going to revive. These clusters have been announced. Long-term energy security and stability. For that, we have carbon capture, utilization, storage technologies. उसके लिए 20,000 crore we have outlay for next 5 years. Then city economic regions. We have to develop cities as economic regions, improve their performance. 5,000 crore over 5 years per city economic regions. 7 high-speed rail corridors will be launched. For example, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad. I told you to learn those corridors also. Banking and public sector undertakings, high level committee on banking so that we can review banking sector, align with India's growth goals. Restructuring of Power Finance Corporation, Rural Electrification Corporation. We have review of the Foreign Exchange Management Act rules here. So you can write any five of these. We have many of these here. Any five you can write down. Okay? Download this PDF and see. At last, conclusion that the budget focuses on investment-led structural reforms to drive sustainable growth through manufacturing, infrastructure, MSME support, human capital development, institutional strengthening, aiming to boost productivity, competitiveness, and long-term economic resilience. So this is how you can end the answer on a very smooth and positive note, reflecting that you are positive enough that we are going to boost productivity with all of these reforms. This is how you have to write down the answer. Download this PDF, see what you have missed out, and make some changes in your answer. Okay, everyone? Fine. I have this next question for all of you, which we are going to cover next Sunday at 9 p.m. It's related to artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can act as a major driver of productivity and inclusive growth in India, but it also requires institutional and skill preparedness. Discuss. Now, this is opinion oriented, so all your challenges, way forward, all of that is going to be written here. So, what is the question? That artificial intelligence, the potential of this can only be harnessed if India is ready to tap this potential, and for that skill development is very very important. Proper institutions are very very important. All right, everyone. Fine. So this is your question for next time. Please write down the answer. Google form link will be available in the first comment. In 1 or 2 days it will be available in the first comment, or I will share the Google form link with all of you on Telegram as well, or you can share your answer with me on Telegram. All of you know where to connect with me, right? And you can join this elite super elite pro regulatory batch. This is an all in one regulatory for all kind of regulatory examinations. This has been newly launched by Olive Board. Or you can be a part of the RBI Grade B 2026 batch. You will get all magazines, classes, current affairs, everything over here. If you want, you can enroll now. Fine. And you can connect with me on Telegram. If you have any doubt, you want to discuss anything, want to study, you want to ask a little about economics, finance, and all, you can connect with me over here. Economics with Mannat is the name of the group. Fine. Economics with Mannat. Fine, everyone. Uh, okay, so if there's any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll end the session. I hope this session was fruitful for all of you. Good night, Bhakti, Satya. Thank you. ये सारे जो भी आपके आंसर राइटिंग रहता है आदित्य, एनी काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम वेयर आंसर राइटिंग इज इन्वॉल्व्ड, आंसर राइटिंग के लिए है ये क्लासेस. इज फॉर एवरी काइंड ऑफ एग्जाम, एवरी एग्जाम, चाहे वो यूपीएससी हो, आरबीआई हो, सेबी हो, कोई भी एग्जाम हो, एनी डिस्क्रिप्टिव राइटिंग एग्जामिनेशन. ओके नताशा, you're welcome. All right Aditya, I hope this is clear. Anything else anybody wants to ask? Otherwise I will end the session here. Okay, okay, Tane, you're welcome. Chalo. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. I will see you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. with the live mint analysis. I want you all to be there. No, Aditya, नहीं आती उसके लिए. 12th पास वाली कोई नहीं है. Okay, Sakshi, don't worry. You can follow this Viewpoint 360 session every Sunday. ठीक है, this is an entire series. You can also go through this playlist is available on YouTube, or if you want I can share it with you on Telegram also if you want. The first lecture also you can go through where I have basically discussed all the basics of answer writing. ठीक है, fine. So let's meet up every Sunday 9 p.m. and I'll see you then. Okay, okay, all right everyone. Oh, okay, okay. Chalo. Thank you. Have a good night. Let's meet tomorrow. Bye.